Hi, my name is Dr. David Bellis, and I am the director of the IFCA Education Department, for those of you who don't know. In some of my email communications, I've been sharing with you that the department has moved to a platform called BNTS, the Broadcasting Network of Theological Studies. And we've chosen this platform for two reasons. Number one, because it's closely connected to our Bible College and Seminary partner, SUM, and because it is a beautiful platform for discipleship. It's not just a repository for a bunch of videos. It has learning management capabilities. In other words, when a user goes in and creates an account, it actually tracks their progress. The system has assessments built in, quizzes and things like that. So someone like a pastor can have a group of individuals that they're working with, taking them through a series of courses, and that pastor can actually monitor their progress, see how many videos they've watched, how they've done on the quizzes. And so that allows you as a leader to get a really good idea of how people are learning, whether or not the information is connecting with them and assessing their discipleship process. So I've talked about this platform in some of these emails, and what I want to do here is I want to share this video with you and actually show you the platform, just give you a basic overview of what it looks like. We'll do a little bit of navigation here and look at the platform and how you navigate it and what it has to offer. All right, so this is the home page. When you first come into bnts.org, this is the page that you come into. This is going to be a little different from the basic home page in that you can see up here we have our IFCA logo. That's because I'm logged in with an account that is part of the IFCA Discipleship Institute group. What this platform allows you to do is what we call co-branding. It allows you to put your logo and even change some of the colors on the screen to match the colors that match your website, say. So I've done a little bit of co-branding here with the IFCA Discipleship Institute by putting our logo at the top of the screen. I just want to highlight just a couple things right off the bat. Number one, you see all of the various flags. If you click on one of these, what that does is it instantaneously translates the text on the website into the language that you've selected. So you can see here I selected the Spanish flag, and all of a sudden, all of the text on the screen gets translated into Spanish. If I click on this Vietnamese flag, now we have Vietnamese. Now this is going to be really useful when it comes to missions. You're going to be able to talk to the missionaries, you're going to be able to talk to those in the missions field, some of our indigenous pastors, and show them this platform and show them, hey, you can use this in the field and you don't have to have an English translator or anything like that. You can actually select the language for the people that you're ministering to. All right. So at the top, we've got just some basic information. You scroll through the page. Again, just information about the site. When you get here, if you click on some of this area here, it's going to show you some videos, background information about the site. Scrolling down, we get to this area here, and this are some of our learning levels, and I'll tell you a little more about that in just a second. So again, this is just our home page, basic information about the site. When you get up here and you start navigating, again, I want to mention these learning levels. BNTS has various learning levels, courses that address specific areas. So for example, we're developing an entire K-12 curriculum, Christian curriculum, that a homeschool mom or you as a church school can use for your grade school and secondary school students. So a whole K through 12 program. We have discipleship courses, continuing ed, theological courses. These are the courses that our college students take. If you're on the platform, you can watch the exact same videos that our college students watch from accredited, credentialed faculty that work with SUM. We've got some liberal arts courses, degrees and some certifications, inspiration, and coaching. If you look over here at the features, it's going to take you through the various features and advantages for you as an individual or a ministry. Notice, though, the content creator link here. As a pastor or leader, if you've got a class or a course that you would like to put into the platform, we're open to doing that. And so you would click on this content creator link, and it's got some information about how you would go about creating a course that we could put on the platform. And then finally, schools or institutions if we want to partner with them. All right. So let me show you how to navigate and use the platform just a little bit. So where you want to go to see all the courses that are in the BNTS platform is what we call the lesson library right here. So if you click on that, what that's going to do is take you to a library of all the courses that we have in the system. You can see that they're organized based on category. We've got all of our discipleship, or just the courses we've currently put in the system for discipleship, continuing education, theological courses. Again, these are all the courses that our college students would watch, the same videos. You can get down here into the liberal arts stuff, inspiration, coaching. Now we get into the K through 12. Right now on the system, we've got the first semester of kindergarten through 5th grade. So all of those courses are here. You can see all of those. This is where we get into what we call our bundles. This is where we have a collection of courses that we've put together. So you would enroll in a bundle, and then that enrolls you in all of the courses connected to that bundle. Here's where that's really relevant. As you get down here to the ministerial certificates, you can see our IFCA and all of our credentials: Christian worker, licensed preacher, minister of the gospel, and ordained minister. What I've done is I've set up learning paths or bundles of courses for each of these credentials. So let's just look at one of those really quickly here, the Christian worker. What courses does someone need to take to satisfy the education requirements for Christian worker? Well, they would go to the IFCA Education Department website and enroll in the course through there. You can't do it directly into BNTS. You got to do it through our Education Department site. But once you do, these courses become available to you. We've got a history and practices for the IFCA. Notice we've got a reflection paper. That's an assignment that if you're seeking credentials that you need to complete after you've gone through, watched all the videos, and taken all the quizzes for the course. They also have to take interpreting and understanding the Bible, Old Testament history and literature, New Testament history and literature, and studies in fivefold ministry. So if you're seeking the Christian worker, you would enroll in this bundle of courses and complete all of these courses as well as the reflection paper assignments. And once you've done that, you will qualify, at least from the education department, for this particular credential. The same thing is true with all of our other credentials that are listed here. We've also set up some other bundles that you can go through and get some certificates at the end of the process. We've got Christianity and Morality, Culture and Morality, Survey of Church History, Intro to Biblical Studies, and things like that. These are some great bundles that you could use, say, for a Bible study, maybe for your elders or deacons to give them a deeper understanding of Scripture and church history. So all of that is listed here in the lesson library. Now let me just show you that this can be a bit overwhelming when you first come in here. Let's say, for example, you want to limit what you're seeing to a certain learning level. We've got a filter box over here. So let's say you want to just only see, I don't know, let's just only view the continuing education. You can select that box, and what it does is it limits what you're seeing to the continuing education courses. So you can use this filter box here to sort of drill down and see what courses are available for a particular learning level. The other thing that we've done is we've got this chatbot here. This is our BNTS chatbot. And let's say you want to ask sort of a broad question or get some idea of what courses are in the system dealing with a particular subject. So let's say, what courses are on Christology? Let's say I want to find that out. Chatbot is going to look at the system, and then it's going to actually give you a list of courses that Christology is either a lesson or the primary focus of that course. And so it came back with 3 courses. There's the Systematic Theology 1, God, Humanity, and Salvation. This course explores the person of Jesus Christ, and if you click here, it'll take you to the landing page for that course. Systematic Theology 2, there you're dealing with Christology specifically, and then the New Testament and its theology also has some lessons that cover this topic. So you can use the chatbot if you want to help you find what you're looking for. Now when you click on a course, I'm just going to pick this one right here, you click on it. What it does is it takes you to what we call the landing page. This is where you get a short description of the course, and you can see an outline of all of its lessons and the quizzes. It just gives you the title of all the various lessons. So if you're looking to kind of get, okay, well, what lessons are in this particular course, you can see their titles here. If you want to enroll in the course, you would click this Get Started button. Now, if you haven't set up your BNTS subscription, which is only $4.95 a month, and that gives you access to the entire system, all the courses within the system, clicking that button will take you through the process of setting up your subscription. But if you have already set up your subscription, clicking that button takes you into the course itself. And maybe I'll do another video on that at another time. Now, once you've enrolled in various courses, that's where the dashboard comes in. So let's look at the dashboard really quickly. This is where it shows you all the courses that you have enrolled in and your progress in all of those courses. So for this test account that I set up, I enrolled in first grade technology semester 1 and then interpreting and understanding the Bible. And you can see here that for each of these, it shows you the percentage completion for each course. So I'm about 7% completed the technology course, 4%, and then down here, I've completed 100% of the IFCA History and Practices reflection paper. And again, you've got these filters here that once you start taking a lot of courses and this page begins to fill up, you can filter and limit what you see here. So that's essentially what I wanted to show you here in this video. Just give you a taste of what the platform looks like. And I think if you apply a little bit of imagination, you can see and think up many different ways that you can use this platform for discipling your leaders as well as the people in your congregation. So that's all I wanted to share with you. If you'd like more information, please contact me, dbellis@sum.edu, or go to the IFCA Education Department website. You can see that there's information there, so you can contact me. But please reach out if you've got any questions. And if you'd like to set up a group for your church, reach out and talk to me about that, and we can go through that process. So, God bless you, and happy discipling.